Really? You didn't see Daredevil?
Oh, I hated Daredevil. Hated that movie. I think I saw it in
You didn't
theaters. It was
like Ben
awful.
Affleck and Jenny Gardner
Elektra?
playing on the
Yeah.
playground, flipping over each other on wires for like 40 minutes.
It's funny. That's what superhero movies were like back then. It was so much more stupid
Is
and
there a
leather.
list of the worst superhero movie villains of all time? Because Bullseye's
Oh,
got to
he's got
be
to be up
top five.
there. Worst superhero movie? I could probably search it. I mean, he's
Yeah,
got to be up there.
I would put him top five. He's so inept and ineffective and obnoxious at the same time.
I can't find villains, but I can find the worst superhero movies. I'm sure that's in there. Oh wait, never mind. I found
No,
it.
the worst super
I found it.
movie hero villains of all time.
I found it. Um, well, we talked about this last time. Yeah, that's right. I remember this. Mixoplex says with a Daredevil, I think his name was Bullseye. He chokes out an old lady with a peanut. Remember, he like shoots a peanut down her throat.
I
That
don't
is
remember that
pretty
scene.
terrible. Oh, I do. That was like him supposed to be bad.
Oh my god,
He
if
like kills
that's
someone with a
real,
peanut.
that's so
No,
fucking
that's
bad.
real. It's totally real.
They thought that
Lex
would be
Luthor,
intimidating.
I guess so. Lex Luthor in Superman 4.
Jesus Christ.
Eh, I mean, if you're going against Gene Hackman, it's never going to look good. You know, Gene Hackman's fucking great. And then has
No,
someone else play him. It's not going to be good.
Gene Hackman is a beast, man. Like,
Yeah, I mean, he's the best. Oh, it was John Cryer who played
do you remember
the
Welcome to
Lenny
Mooseport?
Luthor.
I mean, how did Welcome
Yeah,
to
that
Mooseport
was his
not
last
get
movie, man.
more
Sucks.
Grammy nominations?
Sucks. Okay, so a Green Lantern. Whatever. We'll get past Peter Sarsgaard. Yeah, he is good. Bullseye is up here in this list here because yeah, that was bad. This was his big. I think this might have been one of his big American debuts too, being in like Hollywood, doing this movie. I remember Kevin Smith. I think he had a cameo in this. Probably right. Superman 3. This guy is a good. I always like this guy as a villain. What's this guy a villain in? That name's what's he in? Is he in basketball? Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, Paul Giamatti.
Some David Lynch shit.
This was a mistake here by Paul Giamatti doing this movie.
Yeah,
Probably good pay.
Paul Giamatti is not a villain, man. Leave him alone. You know, he's a
Yeah,
fat, lovable walrus we all want to hug and
drink wine with. Yeah, I want to drink some Pinot Grigio with him.
Yeah, and then hopefully have sex with Asian women while on this tour with Virginia Madsen.
This is one I do not know. I've never seen the Supergirl movie.
Connection, though.
What with Faye Dunaway?
Yeah, wasn't she on that Nicolas Cage Laura Dern movie?
At Heart, something at Heart, Wild at Heart. Is she in that one?
Yep.
That's it. Yeah.
This is a weird fucking list. What is the list that we originally searched for?
This is the worst comic book movie villains. Slipknot, Suicide. This guy had like 3 seconds. This guy had like 3 seconds in the fucking movie. Dead in fucking 5 minutes. I don't remember which one this was. If this was the first Suicide Squad or the second one, I have no fucking clue.
Yeah, the Mandarin was one of the worst. That was so bad. I hated that fucking shit. That's one of the worst villains ever. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, like I mean, I'm looking at some good actors in all this list.
Ben Kingsley.
That's the sad part.
Ben Kingsley's the Mandarin. This motherfucker's playing both sides.
The sad part, I'm looking at this list and I'm seeing good actors. I mean, John Cryer is good when he is in the right part. Colin Farrell, same thing.
But you gotta realize
great.
A lot of good
this guy
actors and actresses get horrible, shitty parts. This is It's just
Oh yeah, I think it's a pay thing.
Draw,
get a good paycheck, man.
You're not gonna always cash out. Sometimes you get Catwoman. Sometimes you get Monsters Ball.
I mean, you got actually this one I'm looking at. This is one of the worst ones. Topher Grace's Venom.
Fucking horrible.
That was bad.
Oh my god, I saw that shit like 80 fucking times without watching it. Terrible.
And then also the Deadpool with in X-Men Origin before, what's his name, was super over. What's his fucking name? Deadpool guy.
Nick Nolte?
No. The what's this fucking guy? The guy who's friends with the Always Sunny guy. Ryan Reynolds. Remember when Ryan Reynolds kind of had a down period where no one liked him? This was that period when he did X-Men Origins. Everyone kind of hated him at this time.
He was playing Deadpool.
He was hated.
Like skinless freak that was in a tank and had no lines.
Yeah, and he had like a mouthpiece. Yeah.
So how do you really evaluate that? He's almost like an extra at that point.
Galactus, I don't think was really ever done that well. I'm sure that's something. He's like a big, huge purple guy. He'll probably that'll probably be.
If you took something under a microscope and blew it up and made it a villain.
But that's not what he looks like. Galactus is like what's his fucking name? He's like a good superhero or supervillain. Kind of like this gigantic god kind of thing, Jack Kirby kind of creation. Maybe you've seen him.
It looks like a microorganism blown up.
Yeah, that's not what he should look like either.
Well, I'm looking at the screenshot.
Yeah, he should kind of look like this. He's got this big purple fucking suit, and he's like gigantic. And he's got all this cosmic shit going on in the background.
None of that's in the movie, is it?
No, they've never done Galactus. They never. It's probably something that will come with Marvel. It's probably one of their next planned things. So I wouldn't put it past them to have Galactus show up as a main villain in the next couple of movies.
He looks like a glorified Sentinel.
The Sentinel is definitely designed off him. Same with Dr. Doom, another one of those big Marvel villains that they've never really got to. Who I didn't really. Toby Cabell.
Jealous scientist who got alienated from the original experiment.
Toby Cabell was in the Warcraft movie. Yeah, I mean, it is true. Dr. Doom could be a good villain. Same with Galactus. There is some good villains to do. I don't think Marvel has done any good villains other than Thanos.
And frustrating of all these franchises. Like I feel like a lot of these parts are so underwritten and could have been better in a different context.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. And there's definitely good there's really good art behind Dr. Doom and Galactus. Like the Jack Kirby art is awesome. You could tell he was doing some psychedelics in the 70s. That's what was good about all the Guardians of the Galaxy. It has a ridiculous sci-fi weirdness to it that's almost reminds you of 70s Marvel. And like kind of like weirdo Star Trek shit. So it's kind of, if you like that kind of stuff, you'll like that trilogy there. Bane, Batman and Robin. Yeah, I know Bane in the comic books is really liked, and they made him look so stupid in that movie. Do you remember that movie? You ever see Batman and Robin?
Yeah, that was with
the butt shot where you see his butt when he's putting on the costume.
Those with like the nipple suits. You remember
the bat suits? Nipples and the bat butt. Yep.
Yeah, why do they add nipples to the?
Because the guy, Joel Schumacher is the guy who made it. He's like a big homosexual there, so he wanted to put that in.
Into like licking nipples or something.
I guess so. He found a way to put that in, and that's it's always
it's like it's licking nipples enough of a infatuation you need to really push it.
I mean, I think it sounds pretty gay. You know, like if you're gonna put it in, you're gonna be into that. You're gonna put it in.
Well, you know, what we should have had was a back clip. You know,
should have had Alicia Silverstone showing the back clip.
Yeah, like this front. Was. Yep. I would say this is like not peak, but right after peak Alicia Silverstone with like Clueless and Excess Baggage and all that kind of shit. We should have had some back clip going on. I mean, if you're gonna show nipples, why not? Yeah, Joel Schumacher needs to be. We need to like sue him and put him on trial. Like these are legit offenses. He needs to.
He did that gay vampire movie everyone likes. What's the gay vampire movie everyone likes? He
needs to be on tape for that. I want to hear. You know,
everyone likes his gay vampire movie. What's that movie?
Interview with the Vampire.
No, it's even gayer. It's the super gay one with Corey Haim. Lost Boys. He did Lost Boys. I think he might have died. Joel Schumacher might have died recently. He did. He died in 2020. He might have died from COVID. I feel like he's one of those COVID deaths.
A lot of COVID deaths.
Oh, never mind.
Like regular deaths, they marked up for COVID just to get some exemptions going on financially.
He died from cancer. Okay. So no more bad Batman movies, unfortunately. The last movie he did was 2011 anyway. He
ever since then, they've all been amazing.
Yeah, oh yeah. You got Batman Begins, that was so great, right?
It's funny, like I wonder if since Batman Begins, there's been a faction of people just hoping every single release is Batman Ends over and over and over and over again.
No more bat nips. I'm actually hoping for some more bat nips. Let's see some Michael Keaton bat nips in The Flash. That's actually, it's so weird how Michael Keaton is just doing kind of what he did in Birdman, where he's going back to the character once he becomes popular. It's essentially what's happening. Birdman is becoming real life for Michael Keaton. I actually think that's the only reason why I would actually see that movie, would just to see Michael Keaton Batman, because that's easily my favorite Batman. Easily. No, maybe Adam West is up there too.
When those Adam West is up there. Christopher Nolan movies came out, people were comparing that shit to like Oscar nominated films and stuff. And I was like, what the fuck are you people on, man? Like,
no, I remember being in like film school at the time with like college, and people showing off the Batman trilogy, and like all the teachers were like, you guys fucking like this? Like they were like making fun of it. Like they didn't get it either. Like, I mean, look at it now. There are some good sequences in Batman Begins, but I think that's it.
Yeah, people love the whole Heat ripoff where a bunch of clowns rob the bank. I mean,
yeah, I mean that part was good, but that's about it.
You did not know how derivative and fucking half-assed and cucked that whole sequence is.
And definitely, by the way, definitely big ripoff of Heat. It's a very big ripoff. I fucking hate Christopher Nolan. I think he sucks. I have no interest in seeing Oppenheimer.
He's an asshole, and all this shit is so empty and boring. I really can't stand it.
Yeah.
I don't
know. And the Dark Knight is. I think he got lucky on that one.
Like, you never seen a movie where you go back and watch it again, and it's fucking unwatchable because you already know everything can happen. It's not some big revelation.
Memento. Yep, exactly.